today's video, we are going to talk about what it's like for me living with depression. I have been trying to figure out all week what I wanted to talk about, and this has been in the back of my head, just saying, you should share your story, you should get it out, you should, let people know that you're not just talking all over your face, that these things that you're talking about are based off of experience. So we're going to talk about that today. Another thing is that I don't want people to see this as a crutch, because this is something that I have been literally fighting most of my life. Where did it all start? I was first diagnosed with depression in 2011. There were moments in my younger years where I felt empty or sad for no reason. But I didn't really think anything of it, and I don't really think that my family thought anything of it. And it was, I guess it would have just been me going through a moment. Right, so first diagnosed with depression in 2011, and it was hard because for me I didn't feel like I deserved to live. I didn't feel like I had any purpose in this world, and I felt like I was just taking up somebody's life. And I actually remember I had a conversation with one of my teachers at college. I was outside, I was sitting down, and I was devastated, and I just didn't have the fight in me. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, nothing was making sense at all. It felt like I was trying to fit puzzle pieces together that were not meant to be together. And it was a struggle for me. Anyway, I started getting some help. And that helped for the time being. Or it helped as much as it could. It's just really hard. So, what's it like living with depression? It is... I hate it. That's the truth. I hate it because not only does it affect me, but it affects other people around me. And I'm never trying to be too much or extra. That's the truth. There are times where I just shut down and I can't be bothered, and I just want to be alone, and I just don't want to talk to anybody. And then there are other times where I feel numb. I feel, I don't feel. So like anything is whatever, anything. And I have been reckless with my life. I've done a lot of things. I have tried to end my own life. I used to cut myself. Like I relied on alcohol, and a lot of people would not expect that from me because I'm Zoe Sunshine, and like I just seem I don't want to say put together, but I just seem happy all the time. But that is not the case. Before I became this person, it was a struggle to accept me. It was a struggle to live in my skin. And then when it came to family and friends and relationships, we'll start with one. So some of my family members didn't understand what I was going through, and it's expected. Like I wasn't looking for anybody to understand it. I was just looking for patience, and some of them just thought that like I was just throwing a tantrum or asking for attention or whatever. And like that really hurt, that the people that you've counted on for most of your life, they didn't see when you were crying for help. They didn't understand that you needed someone, and they would just make it worse by adding on to how you already feel about yourself. And then with friends, a lot of reasons why I've lost relationships with some of my friends is because I have put a lot of pressure on people because of my emotions. Or I had put a lot of pressure on people because of my emotions, because of this up and down roller coaster that I was going through in my life. And that was never the plan. And before going on, for those of you who are stuck with me through the storm, thank you so much for your understanding and your patience. And for those of you who couldn't, I understand, and I'm so sorry. There was a point where I could not with myself anymore. I decided that I wasn't gonna get any more help, and I didn't, and that I was just gonna deal with it on my own, because I didn't want to be a burden to people. I didn't want to bother anybody with my problems or the demons that I was fighting. And for me, they haunted me. Every single day. They haunted me. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle to get up out of bed. It was a struggle to eat. It was a struggle to do the things that one should do when they're taking care of themselves. So my experiences so far are my past experiences with this. They haven't been the best. So when it comes to, or when it came to relationships now, like some of the relationships that I had in my life, they didn't make it better, and some of the people that I chose to call my, significant other, they tore me down and they made it worse. And, like, I allowed myself to be treated that way because, it was just nice having someone that you could call on. And there were some people who tried and got frustrated, and there's some who stuck it through. I'm making this sound like I dated a lot of people, but literally, I've the amount of people I've dated, I could count on my hands. Like, seriously. There's some people that would say, like, if you are feeling this way, then you don't have to feel this way. Like, that's why I say people's experiences are different. And, like, you can't tell a depressed person, you don't have to feel this way, and just, like, get up, or, like, just handle it. It's not that simple. It's literally draining, and it feels the best way to describe it is like drowning. Like, you just drowning forever. You're like doing your best to swim up to the surface, but no matter how hard you try, no matter like what you do, you can't get to the surface. Whatever mental illness you have, that's not who you are. It's something that you're going through, but it definitely doesn't define you. But if we want to talk about now, I am in a way better place than I was in my past. And before, when I was on the medication, it just felt like it was barely filling a hole and not really doing anything. But now that I have found a new way to deal with it, now that I have gained some more experiences and talked to people who are going through it as well, it's opened my eyes. And having people who understand and support you, people who are willing to be patient with you, and then you being patient with yourself, you doing the research that you need to do for you, and then you admit it to yourself that, you know what, there are going to be good days and there are going to be bad days, and I just need to have a plan or like some sort of set up for your bad days. Then that kind of helps. But like I said, everybody's experiences are different. Ultimately, what I like to think is that depression does not define you. It doesn't say that that's who you are. So I don't want to go around the world and be known as depressed Zoe. No, that's not me. I can get depressed, but that is not who I am solely. I am more than that. And I am just working every day on being better. and not allowing myself to feel defeated or feel like, you know, like I can't anymore.